Chapter 46. Next stop, home. Yeah, I haven't spent a night in Coastal Village in 2 years.
I barely remember Coastal Village. Most of what I saw was out of the window from my box.
Box?
Oh yeah, I was put in a metal box for most of my childhood. I'll tell you about it on the train.
You people are fascinating to me.
Yeah, alright, I'm bunking in Che's room.
No, you're not. You can sleep in a room by yourself. I'm sleeping with Azaam.
What? Ow!
In separate beds, moron.
Alright, Tobias, let's go find a room.
So, Che, what did you say about living in a box?
Oh yeah, you see, I wasn't treated too kindly by Snowfield for having the gift.
What do you mean?
Well, to start with, I don't remember my parents. All I remember is that I found out I had the gift when I was 3, and they accidentally burned down our house. Naturally, my parents abandoned me. I never met them again. I was by myself on the bridge.
Hey, little girl, what are you doing out here? Aren't you cold?
And that's when I met Magnus Dodger.
Don't you have parents, girl? Oh, well, I can't just let you stay out in the cold. Why don't you come with me? I'm not gonna hurt you. Do you have a name?
Che.
Well, Che, don't worry. You'll be nice and warm here. I'll stoke the fire. Wait, what happened to the fire?
I stoked it.
Okay.
Dodger was nice to me for about a year, but he was always on edge. I think he had a suspicion that I had the powers. It wasn't until he caught me lighting a fire with my mind that he went from father figure to a dungeon keeper.
Che, this is for your own good, remember that.
Sir, locking her in a cage? Isn't that a bit extreme?
She's got the gift! She's gonna become a Void Soldier someday. You've heard the stories from 1,000 years ago. She's a danger to Snowfield!
But she's just a child!
She's a child who can fry you with her mind! She's not getting out. It's for the protection of this city.
Alright, sir.
I spent 10 years in there, until Keff and Hall broke me out.
Keff freed you from your prison? That's so noble of him.
You like him, don't you?
What? No, of course not.
'Cause I think he likes you.
Oh, really?
Man, I love being on the train. In some ways, I think some of Sunset Canyon's technologies aren't that bad. I guess. You ever think that maybe Sunset Canyon's not the enemy here? What do you mean by that? The Void Soldiers are our problem, right? The Void King is just giving Mazal orders. Maybe he's just a puppet. That can't be. Mazal was commanding that fleet of airships. He ordered the attack on Coastal Village. Did he? Or was the Void King calling the shots? Either way, both of them must be stopped. Yeah. You know, Keff, there's one thing I never figured out. What's that, Tobias? Che's the oldest person with the gift in Arithia, right? So where'd those Void Soldiers who attacked Coastal Village come from? I mean, they were clearly adults, but they can't have been around before Che, right? You remember when we were kids, right? They told us legends about Void Soldiers to keep us from going too deep into the forest. And we know that at some point, 1,000 years ago, the Void Soldiers ruled the land. Do you think that those guys are the same ones from 1,000 years ago? How could that happen? I don't know. Maybe the Void King and the soldiers were dormant somewhere and only resurfaced recently. I don't know. Neither do I.